So this video is about flying again after 40 years, and it takes about 40 hours. It took me 40 hours to learn to fly again after 40 years. It was a difficult process and way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I rented Cessna 172s. I had time in that type. I had about 250 hours before glass cockpit models, but I went with the steam gauge model. And I think you should consider buying a simulator, flight simulator on a computer. And they have these services that also do the air traffic control with them. So I think one of my biggest hurdles was flying the airplane and talking on the radio. And if you could practice that ahead of time, it would be pretty good. I think you have to be ready to spend a serious amount of time a dual. So like it took me 40. So what's happening is the airspace is kind of complicated. I live in LA, and it takes a lot of radio work. You're always on the radio, VFR flight advisories and such. And then when you do cross country, you can do that same thing. It's a big commitment, bigger than maybe you'd think you would have. One of the problems that I had was I wanted to quit a lot because I was kind of screwing up on the radio. I would strongly recommend having any sort of simulated radio work. There's an iPhone app that I can give you links to, and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I think I ended up getting that afterwards. And the other thing is there's these new tools that run on the iPad that you should probably get, especially if you're going to be renting. And the other thing is everybody uses headsets now, and my hearing is not so good anymore. So I needed to get these $1,000 Bose noise canceling headsets because I was having trouble with the controller, and then the instructors talking to you. Oh, it was miserable. Anyway, I made it through, but at the end you're still not a great pilot like you were. I mean, you still have to spend time, so it's a big commitment. And anyway, I hope you got something from this video.